And a good afternoon to you from Brookland Casey High School in Casey, South Carolina. Once again on YouTube, it's time for Minutemen football. It's Palmetto Prep taking on Myrtle Beach Collegiate Academy. Hi once again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Joined as always by Reed Radke. We'll bring in Reed here in just a minute. Of course, Palmetto Prep coming in 1-0. They opened the 2022 season with a 34-18 win against Augusta United last Sunday. 4 rushing touchdowns in that game. 2 by each Buffalo running back, Dewar and Littleton. Defense had a safety and an INT for a touchdown by Trey McGahee at the end of the first half. So Palmetto Prep 1-0. Myrtle Beach Collegiate taking the field for the first time here in 2022. So a road game to start things off for the Marauders of Myrtle Beach. Palmetto Prep did win the coin toss. They elected to receive, so Palmetto Prep, the Minutemen, will be on offense first. Trey McGahee, Justin Poe, and Xavion Wells are all back to receive the kick coming off of the foot of number 81 for Myrtle Beach Collegiate, and that is Kevin Doherty. So we had a kicker listed, but apparently he's not active today for Myrtle Beach, but we're almost set to go here on an 87-degree partly cloudy day. And we're underway with the knuckler bouncing at the 35. It's going to roll over to the far side. I believe that's Poe who picked it up at the 15. Dances around. Correction, that was Xavion Wells. So poor field position to start for Palmetto Prep. They'll take it inside the 20. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 16. Let's set the lineup. Offensive line for Palmetto Prep at left tackle, John Daniels. Left guard, Xavier Lloyd. Center is Joe Lentine. The right guard, Mark Bothers. And the right tackle, Jaquette Lester. The quarterback today is going to be Caden Taylor getting the start. In the backfield, Christian Dewar. The receivers are number 17, Aaron McLeod. Number 13 is Raheem Diarra-Suba. Tight end is number 19, Darius Naylor. So, Caden Taylor today getting the first start, or the first series, I should say, and he's going to escape a pocket that collapsed pretty quickly and make something out of nothing, a 3-yard gain out to the 19, Reed.
Yeah, and that's you got a lot of a hot pursuit there, but those receivers were gobbled up, really didn't have anything to throw to on that, and he kind of tucked the ball and did gain some positive yards out of it.
That's the dual threat nature for Caden Taylor at Pasadena High School last year. I mentioned this in our first game, 2,920 total yards with 41 touchdowns in a season. Receivers bunched as McLeod moves over towards center. Taylor again, pocket collapses, he'll take off, and this time he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of better blocking, and the receivers are going to have to kind of get some separation. Right now, those corners on Myrtle Beach have got them covered, and that pocket, as you said, Chris, collapsed very quickly. Wasn't anything for him to go, and that linebacker 31 for Myrtle Beach really scooped him up.
Dawson Thompson making the tackle, so 3rd and 7 on the opening drive in the ball game. Caden Taylor rolling to his right again, facing pressure, and it's going to be a 3-and-out. That was intended for Raheem Diarra-Suba.
Yeah, and he really had no chance on that throw. He was being pursued by the defensive end, and he just could not get his feet under him to make that give any support on that ball to get it to the receiver.
Jaden Wright is a player to look out for. This is a good defensive front for Myrtle Beach Collegiate. Jaden Wright has an offer at Temple. So Caden Taylor will stay out there. He will kick it away. And I can't see the number for the player at Myrtle Beach, standing at his own 40. We'll tell you about him as soon as we can. We have no numerical roster for Myrtle Beach. It's a disaster trying to figure out who is who.
Oh, that's
Myrtle
over.
Beach evidently touched that, and wisely picking that up was Xavion Wells. Reed, what did we see?
Yes,
there,
it was. I mean, I was just about to say what a horrendous punt, but he got that roll to go with it, and the Myrtle Beach guy was just far too close, and it rubbed on his shirt, and Palmetto Prep was there to scoop it up.
So we're going to take another look at this Caden Taylor kick here while Palmetto Prep gets ready to go back on offense, and then kind of see what happened there. We didn't get a good view of it, but you can see it kind of deflected off of number 26 for Myrtle Beach. And again, because I have no numerical roster, the Myrtle Beach coaching staff was absolutely atrocious helping us with information. Zach Ricci, it went off of him. He's one of the starting cornerbacks. So new life for Palmetto Prep now, Reed.
Yeah, and that's a lot better than a fake.
So Caden Taylor again, receivers bunched, going in motion. Trey McGahee going to get the handoff on a sweep.
Oh.
And he stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. Flag is down.
Yeah, as I said earlier, that defensive end on that right side of Myrtle Beach is going to be tough to run against. And it certainly doesn't get any better when you have a holding penalty. It picks you back up. So now you're going to be working out of a hole.
Not really much of a breeze today. It's humid compared to where we were last Sunday in the opening game. Palmetto Prep going inside their own territory now. They're going to have it a 1st and 20 at their 46-yard line. So not a smooth start to this one, folks. We've seen miscues both ways. Marauders a special teams turnover. Christian Dewar remains the running back. Taylor going to hand off to him. Christian Dewar dives ahead for a gain of a couple.
Yeah, and there really wasn't much there, Chris. They chose to go up the middle, and I think that probably was the best bet, as the pursuit of that defensive end is going to be dynamic on that end side. They got a couple of yards, but not much.
Thompson again making the stop for Myrtle Beach. 2nd down, and we'll call it 18. 3 receivers over near us. Quick out and getting swallowed up. Aaron McLeod makes the catch, but he is hit immediately by Zach Ricci.
I think he's going to lose yards on that one, and he does. Probably a good choice on that one would probably be to drop it, but he was in double coverage. I don't know, Chris, if I would have even have thrown that ball.
3rd down and 21 from the 45-yard line. Caden Taylor, delayed handoff. It's a fumble. Myrtle Beach might have got there first. I'm not sure who has it, though. They weren't able to pick it up, so let's check and see.
I think it's Palmetto Prep had kind of recovered that ball, but you call what a disaster it's been for Palmetto Prep. That was not a good set of series with the holding penalty at first, and then all they did, Chris, was go backwards. And I'm not so sure that a delayed handoff there is something to do when you have a defense that is really pushing forward like that.
So Zaire Tart is back to receive on 4th and forever from their own 38. Obviously, Caden Taylor going to kick this one away. It's a high snap, and he just falls down at the 30. Boy, this is ugly. So good field position now for the Marauders, who had a special teams miscue of their own to start the game after a 3-and-out by their defense. And now Palmetto Prep and Reed, what do you think? They're probably the wise decision for Caden Taylor just to smartly fall on it.
Yeah, there was nowhere for him to go. The potential to get tackled and then fumble the ball and actually have it run in on them is highly likely the way that they're pursuing there. So I think the best bet was to be safe and kind of tuck it under.
Cameron Coleman is the quarterback. Handoff to Trey Thorpe. Thorpe with a big burst inside the 20, down to the 15, inside the 15. They'll mark him at the 13, 17-yard gain there for the Marauders on 1st down.
And that the defense has got to start to read better. It appears that they didn't read where that ball was going, and it wasn't until he was in 5 yards into the backfield before they even made a move on it.
So Camden Coleman, interesting player from Glenn High School in North Carolina, getting the start at quarterback. Much like Palmetto Prep, Myrtle Beach can go 3 deep. They throw a quick one. It's complete over the middle at the 1-yard line. Flag is down over on the far side of the field. The catch was made by Dayton Sneed, but let's check the penalty. As of now, it's 1st and goal for the Marauders. But
we got a little discussion going with the refs, and now it looks like they're going to make a call.
So the penalty against Palmetto Prep.
You got to imagine that's going to be declined.
Did they not catch that ball?
I guess it was. I guess he scooped it up and hit the ground. I don't think he had quite possession of it. I never did see him make the catch mode.
Okay.
Okay, now they're moving him.
Remember those blooper tapes you could get back in the 80s? This is that game.
It hasn't started out very efficiently at all.
We're finally ready to go up here. Now, okay, so we did have it right. It was a catch. 1st and goal for Camden Coleman and Trey Thorpe in the backfield. Thorpe's going to be stopped.
Well, there you go.
On the line of scrimmage. Forgot to set the defense for Palmetto Prep. It's Jemias Glenn, Bryce Buckingham, and Brian Edwards up front. The linebackers are Craig Joyner, Tyler Lassiter, Datavius Bledsoe, Hunter Scott, Nick Wright. In the secondary, Trey McGahee, Ethan Brule Gonzalez. Both those players playing very well in the opener against Augusta United, and also Xavion Wells. So 2nd down and goal now. They'll spot it again about the line of scrimmage at the 1-yard line. Coleman going to hand it off. This time Thorpe trying to get to the outside edge. He does, and he stops short again, so nicely done.
Yeah, he had some great pursuit by the defense there with the linebackers, closing that gap on him, and they did a good job from keeping him breaking that line scrimmage.
Looks like they might have lost a yard, so now they have it at 2nd down. I'm pretty sure it's 3rd down.
Yeah, but they got the chain. It's got it at 2nd down, so I'm a little confused.
That's what we're going with, I guess. Coleman throwing it over the middle.
Go.
Again, it was intended for Sneed and incomplete. And it should be 4th down. It's still 2nd down, according.
Well, now we got 3rd down. So
am I wrong?
We must have.
Did we give the road team
an extra
down?
Well, it was because of the penalty. I'm pretty sure that they gave him. It changed as a result of the penalty. They maintained there was no loss of downs.
Coleman now looking over on the far side, and that's deflected away, but a flag is down. The deflection was made by Xavion Wells. Reed, we're going to run that one back.
That was that play there. You had the receiver and the defensive back both with hands on each other, and that was a great defensive play. I don't see why they would throw a flag there at all.
Well, the officials are talking about it, and we're going to take another look at it here.
Yeah, there was no pass interference. They both were in position. They were both looking at the ball. Both had a chance to grab the ball. The defender clearly swiped that ball away. I don't know where you can say that was pass interference.
Let's see how it goes, folks. Nope, they're going to call it anyways.
Wow, that's a real shame, because that was some great defensive play there. When you got a football game going on, and you're never going to have no touching whatsoever, but they were clearly both neck and neck there. That flag should have been picked up.
So 1st and goal once again for Coleman and the offense. 9:21 to go here in this opening quarter. He's going to hand it off again, and again it's Trey Thorpe, and he stopped short. Looks like he lost his footing.
We got one umpire that's putting his hands up saying that's a touchdown. And then the other two are ignoring him, so maybe not.
Yeah, no, he was definitely short. Had he not lost his footing, he would have gotten in. They're bringing in the tight end, Kevin Doherty. He's lined up closest to the right tackle on your screen. Keep an eye on him as a blocker here. Instead, it's a throw, another bat down. This time, was that Trey McGahee? No, I believe it was either McGahee or Brule Gonzalez. Hard to see those jersey numbers.
Yeah, it is hard to see. He had great coverage on him, and he just reached around the front of him, knocked that ball out of his hands.
Yeah, I think it was Ethan Brule Gonzalez. We talked about his day. Played great defensively against Augusta United. So another third down. Let's try it again. Myrtle Beach. Handoff again to Thorpe.
And that time.
Is he in? Yes. Touchdown, Marauders. 8:38 left to go as Trey Thorpe gets a 1-yard rushing touchdown and 6 tries at it for Myrtle Beach, but they do get on the board.
You know, you got to hand it to that defensive front. They did a heck of a job keeping them out. But sometimes you just get worn down, and I think that's what happened with Palmetto. They just kind of got worn down when you can't guess where they're going to go with the ball, and he just kind of ran it right up the middle.
Ramon Viella is their kicker. The holder is the receiver, Dayton Sneed. Try to make it 7-zip here for the Marauders, who have looked good so far. Despite their goal line troubles, they do punch it in, and they lead it 7-0. So, about the midway point of quarter number 1, Palmetto Prep with some work to do. Let's just say that. We'll take a timeout, come back with the kickoff here in just a moment. Next up, Brevard's JV team will come here, followed by Georgia Prep, our first conference game, back-to-back conference games to wrap up September with Birmingham Sports Academy on the 25th. Kickoff underway, Palmetto Prep trailing 7-0 to Myrtle Beach, their second meeting all time as Trey McGahee takes it on the near side. Nice little move there to get it past the 30 and decent field position here for Palmetto Prep. Looks like Nick Richardson going to come in at quarterback now for the Minutemen. So Nick Richardson, wearing number 6 from Smyrna, Delaware, Caravel Academy. We talked a little bit about him not coming from a throwing system. Also in is Damian Littleton. Both backs were pretty good last week, Reed, but Littleton really stood out.
Yeah, he did. He was he seemed to be a workhorse of the load last week, and towards the end of the game they gave him a prize and let him carry it into the end zone. So hopefully he can continue today.
Richardson looks to throw. Pass is caught at the 40 by Darius Naylor, the tight end. Took a couple guys to get Naylor down.
Yeah, that was a tight throw.
Jacobs, on the tackle. Go ahead, Reed.
And that was a real tight throw. I mean, he had guys all over him, and the defensive back just missed knocking that ball down. So good concentration on the receiver.
Second down and 1 after that 9-yard pickup. Handoff goes to Littleton, straight ahead to the 45-50, and inside Marauders territory. It's taken down at the 47.
And there's
their speed again, Reed.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, that's opening the holes. The two guards pushing to the outside, opening that hole just gave them a nice a nice avenue to drive his body right through there and gain about 12 yards.
Richardson again directing traffic. Naylor offset, handoff to Littleton, trying to get to the outside, and he's popped after a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, when you're running to the outside there, Chris, those blockers are not out there, and I think that this game here is going to be more focused towards trying to run the ball within the tackles instead of outside. That's the way that I think that they're going to have a little bit more success.
Jovison Romulus making the big pop for the Myrtle Beach Marauders, playing in their first game of the year. So 2nd down and 9 at the 46-yard line. Littleton steps over to the right side. This time it's a fake throw, Richardson, and I believe that was a broken play.
Yeah, that didn't look like there was much there. He wanted to look like he wanted to dump it off in the flat. There were 3 guys there. And then as he went to run, they came right in. There was nowhere to go there. The best play was to throw that ball away. But what it does is it leaves you in the 3rd down and long situation.
With still 6:37 to go here in the opening quarter as we take another look at that play. Yeah, it looks like maybe a pump fake and then just miscommunication. So 3rd down and long for Palmetto Prep, trying to keep the drive going after picking up their 1st down. It's a pitch to Littleton. Littleton gets to the outside, stays on his feet at the 40, falls ahead, and he's got the 1st down. What a run by Littleton.
Like I said, that was all Littleton. There was very little blocking once he got past that offensive line, and that's all on the running back right there. What a great job he did there.
So last week the instant replay was a little too short. This time it's a little too long, but we're going to take another look at that run there by Littleton. As you can see, right there is where he stayed on his feet. Myrtle Beach had him stopped, but always keep those feet moving, you youngsters who are playing running back. Richardson looking over on the near side,
that's going to be
bumping and shoving. William Hawkins, the intended receiver. The pass falls short and incomplete. Reed, were you looking for a little pass interference there based on the precedent set here today?
Yeah, I was, Chris. I thought, if they were going to throw a flag in the end zone earlier, I thought for sure with the defensive back pushing them away that would, to me, would look like pass interference. So I got a little excited there, thinking we were going to see some yellow.
The clock is still moving. It should have stopped. But we're still moving. Richardson on 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Looking to pass again, facing some pressure over the middle. Lofted up, looking for R.J. McDonald over him, but the pressure might have altered that pass a little bit.
Yeah, I think he got happy feet there, and he didn't quite wait for the receiver to get open, and he just kind of overthrew him. Unfortunately, it looked like if he had had another second or two that receiver would have been kind of right in the flat and would have fallen right nice into his lap.
Play from a moment ago you all were looking at there, not that last throw. But anyways, 5:09 to go. 3rd down and 10. Another 3rd down situation here for the Minutemen. 3 receivers bunched over on the far side for Richardson now.
Oh, no.
Rolls to the right, and it's over the head of Parker, I believe, over on that far side. So that'll bring up 4th down. This is 4-down territory, so we'll see what the Minutemen decide to do here.
Doesn't look like there's being a change there, so they may stay in to see what they can come up with. Maybe a little play action here.
4th and 10. At the Myrtle Beach 36.
You got a kicker today?
Four receivers set. Littleton remains the running back. Pressure again. Richardson got to get rid of it. He lost it. It's a fumble, and it's going to be recovered at the 47-yard line by Myrtle Beach. So another turnover. Caden Thomas for the Marauders picking it up. And they will have good field position once again.
Yeah, and that's the worst case scenario that you want to happen, and it happened. If anything, when you're going on fourth down, you want to be able to either have an incomplete pass or something good that happens. But by all means, you never want to have a fumble. But I don't think he had an opportunity to even get rid of that ball.
So 1st and 10, again, it's Coleman. His pass is complete inside Palmetto Prep territory to the 45-yard line. And number 9 is Ethan Dowdy for Myrtle Beach.
And it looks like Myrtle Beach is in somewhat of a hurry up here to kind of keep them from setting points. So they're ready to go again.
2nd down and 2, we'll call it, for Coleman in the offense, and Coleman lifts that one a little bit too high, intended for his tight end Doherty. That'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Where have we seen this before from Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, right on that goal line, so hopefully they can hold them down.
We'll see Myrtle Beach twice here in Casey. Once again on the 6th of November, they'll come back and play Palmetto Prep. Handoff, blitz by Palmetto Prep, but it'll be enough for the 1st down. And taking that run was number 2, and that is Guillermo Errol.
Looks like he's in a shotgun position now.
Coleman rifles it complete over to the far side, and it's going to go for a score. Touchdown to Ethan Dowdy. What a rifle that was, folks.
Yeah, that was a nice throw. I mean, he hit that quarterback in stride. No loss of speed there. Just absolutely perfect throw.
Well, let's see if we could take another look at that while they get the extra point. Set up 3:59, and just a rifle, just a bomb there, folks. You can see it once again as Myrtle Beach has come out and made a statement here in the early going of this one, leading it now 13-0 pending the extra point as the kicker Ramon Viella comes out to try to attempt his 2nd extra point.
We got a late entry coming running on the field now. Yeah, they're going to need him. That would have had a nice hole right to the block the kick. Oh, they blocked it anyway.
Blocked. Nice special teams play. Yeah, you can pick it up and run if you're Palmetto Prep. They won't get much out of it, but Ethan Brule Gonzalez on the return, and the block keeps it at 13-0, but a good start for Myrtle Beach. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back here in just a moment.
No field goal kicker again today?
Welcome back, everybody. Myrtle Beach has come in, and much like they did the last time we saw them last season, they have put it on Palmetto Prep. 13-0, 3:59 left to go. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be back with you as the kickoff is away by Doherty. And it's going to be taken over on that right side for Palmetto Prep. It's Xavion Wells, who has another nice return out past the 40. We'll see where they spot him out of bounds, but good field position. And Reed, that's good because Palmetto Prep needs something here. We got a flag down.
Yeah, unfortunately, hopefully this is not on Palmetto, but boy, what a great job of blocking. The the guys did for Palmetto to give him that extra yards. And he followed the blockers. That's what you're supposed to do. But unfortunately, I think we got a personal foul on Palmetto.
Atrocious start for the Minutemen. Just atrocious. Anything positive turns into a negative.
Yeah, those types of turnovers and penalties, it's just undisciplined play. When you cannot win a football game when you have undisciplined play.
Nick Richardson returns at quarterback. They're going to be backed up. Looks like inside the 30. Yeah, they'll mark it at the 27. It will be a 1st and 10, but still go from near midfield now back near your own red zone. Aaron Cuthbertson checking in as receiver on the near side. Zach Ricci matched up with him in the secondary for Myrtle Beach. Richardson handoff to Littleton. Littleton bowls ahead for a couple again.
Yeah, Chris, there was just nothing there. The two defensive tackles just kind of shed the blocks and were right there for Littleton, had nowhere to go.
Littleton's had a couple of one big run on 3rd down, kind of propelled his motion forward to pick up a 1st down, but so far that's been the only offensive. See another spin move. See how he keeps his legs going there? Another 1st down for Littleton. Beautiful run again.
Yeah, just when the defense thought they had him down, that spin move was fantastic. He spun right into his balance and was able to gain some momentum and get that 1st down.
See if we could take another look at this here while they get lined up for 1st and 10. And you see it. Just spins, and then he almost stumbled there at the end but kept going. So another 1st down off the feet of Littleton. The foot of Littleton? The feet of Littleton got the 1st down. 1st and 10, Richardson.
Got plenty of time. Oh, no!
No communication, and he's hit from behind and fumbles again. And it's recovered by number 55, Jaden Wright. He's the player we told you about, folks, the Temple offer, and somebody's got to communicate there, Reed.
They do, Chris, but the quarterback's got a timer in his head, and he held that ball far too long. You cannot hold that ball regardless. You have to understand. If you don't know somebody's behind you, you got to guess. And that's that timer that all quarterbacks have. It's 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the ball. And he held on to that ball far too long.
ULGY, ugly with a capital U so far for Myrtle Beach. Looks like Coleman remains the quarterback for Myrtle Beach. I said ugly for Myrtle Beach. It's ugly for Palmetto Prep. Another completion over on that far side, and I believe that's Nick Brown. Camden Coleman played at Glenn High School. He's a 3-year varsity player in North Carolina. Almost 5,000 passing yards, 58% completion rate, 46 touchdowns. He also rushed for 448 yards. He's got some wheels. It was an 8-yard pickup that time. And here comes Myrtle Beach again on the march with a 2nd down and a short 2. Quick out is going to be caught by Errol. Errol's got the 1st down, dances inside the 20, inside the 15, and he's finally taken down near the 11.
Well, that's a good run, kind of screen pass almost. They drew the defensive line in, and the linebacker should have known better. When they see that happen, and they should swarm to that receiver.
So it is a 1st down and 10 for Myrtle Beach. Again, they're in the hurry-up. Errol is the back now. He's going to get the handoff, burst forward, then he stood up at about the 10-yard line. 4 different Palmetto Prep defenders were in there, including Kentrell Jones.
Yeah, right now Myrtle Beach has got Palmetto reeling. They've got to settle down. They've got to communicate, and they got to start reading the offense.
Farrell Clark is checked in as receiver. He's slotted on the top of your screen there. Coleman looking that way. He's got a man, and that's an easy one. Touchdown for Myrtle Beach.
Boy.
I believe that was A.J. Howard. Let's run it back and take another look, but this one is getting away already for Palmetto Prep.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty when you can march down the field. But Chris. It comes back to the turnover. Again, we're talking points allowed by a turnover. And
I believe that's number 8, which would be A.J. Howard on that touchdown catch. So 20-zip. Here's Viella again. We've gotten to know him quite well. Second extra point was blocked, but the third one is good. So 20-zip for Myrtle Beach. Inside a minute to go here in this opening quarter. We're going to step aside once again. That's me, Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you. Well, I was glad at the start of kickoff. This one's getting a little ugly. I don't know. 20-zip. 58 seconds still to go here in this opening quarter as the Marauders from Myrtle Beach come in and pillaged once again. It's taken by McGahee. Trey McGahee dances to the outside, and he's out of bounds at about the 25. So, Reed Radke, the pride of Embry Riddle.
Embry Riddle.
We got 48 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. What does this drive need to look like for Palmetto Prep?
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is the guys got to communicate. They got to get their heads on straight and say, hey, this game is not over. We've got 3 full quarters that we still have to go, and we can make up for that. But if they can't eliminate the turnovers, Chris, then it's not going to be a good day for them.
Lucas Lenhoff is in at quarterback, and he's got an empty backfield. Lenhoff, more of a pocket guy, looking to throw, and it's caught over the middle, and Darius Naylor taking it all the way down to the 45-yard line. Then they say he fumbled it, but I believe they're going to say he was down. So a nice pickup there of 20 yards.
Yep. That's what we got to do, Chris. You got to wait for that receiver to get open, and you got to block. And the offensive line did a good job keeping the defenders off the quarterback.
Yeah, we see the end of the run here, and yeah, he did fumble, but definitely down. So that's something. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Big play, first big play in the passing game. Lucas Lenhoff, the lone touchdown throw last week, intended for R.J. McDonald. Fans looking for a little hold or interference, but it's thrown out of bounds with 6 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, that was just good coverage on the defense. There really wasn't much there. You're hoping for pass interference on something like that. But the defender didn't bite. He knew that ball was overthrown.
Damian Littleton's the running back with 6 seconds to go here on the 2nd and 10. The Myrtle Beach 45. Littleton's got some room to the 40, and he's going to be just shy, it looks like, of that first down marker. We'll see what the spot looks like as the quarter comes to a close, a quarter that Palmetto Prep would like to forget. They trail at 20-0. They're on the march, though. We'll see the rest of this drive when we come back.
Excellent.
I didn't say Simon Says.
There is downtown Columbia off in the quote-unquote distance. We're just over the river from there. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke here with you for quarter number 2. Yeah, Myrtle Beach put a whooping in that first 15 minutes. 3 touchdowns, 2 by the quarterback Coleman. Trey Thorpe had a 1-yard rushing touchdown. 2 out of the 3 extra points were good, and there we are, 20-zip. But Palmetto Prep on the march. They did give Littleton 10 on that play, so first down and a bomb by Lenhoff.
Oh!
Lucas Lenhoff, and that was intended for R.J. McDonald, and looks like we got pass interference coming up, Reed.
Oh, we do. I mean, that was clear pass interference, and a real nice attempt on trying to get that ball, but what a fine throw by Lenhoff on that one. He hit the money only where the receiver could catch that ball.
We told you kind of the drama portion of Lucas Lenhoff's story, but the fact remains that this is a kid who had significant interest from a lot of Power 5 schools, and he is one of the best quarterbacks in the quote-unquote free agency market, as it were, that might exist. So if there's anybody who can bring you back, it's Lucas Lenhoff, and the penalty makes it 1st and 10 at the 20. Lenhoff looking to throw again. Pressure, no problem. Over the middle for a touchdown. Palmetto Prep gets on the board. Lucas Lenhoff throws straight ahead to R.J. McDonald, I believe. No, let me correct myself. Darius Naylor caught that one for a 20-yard grab, Reed.
Yeah, that was a... Now, if you go back to the replay on that, you can see Lenhoff look off the receiver in the corner and go back up the middle to that wide-open receiver. That alone is what kept that receiver being open. He just shook him off, and then Lenhoff threw right down the middle. But good job on Lenhoff to look off that one receiver that was covered in the corner.
Palmetto Prep still looking for a kicking game, so they're going to go for 2 here. Lenhoff and Littleton in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch to Littleton, and he's going to take it in.
And he's got it.
The 2-pointer is good. It's 20-8. Palmetto Prep with some momentum to start the second quarter. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Some momentum for Palmetto Prep as Zayden Davis kicks it off, and that's going to go out of bounds. So good field position for Myrtle Beach, which is not what you want. But what you do want is a Lucas Lenhoff touchdown throw to Naylor, and then a 2-point conversion. So 20-8 is our score. And Reed, you mentioned the flag.
Yeah, the refs are talking about that right now. I'm not quite sure what occurred on that, but it looks like they might be getting some extra yards as a result that this flag is being pointed towards Palmetto Prep. So I guess we'll get an idea what happened.
Boy, you get the momentum and shoot yourself in the foot once again.
Offsides.
Offsides on a kickoff.
And it's going to be illegal motion.
I haven't met Kevin Roletter. We've talked a few times via text message and email, just kind of trading information with one another. I'm looking for the bright red head right now down on. I don't know what he looks like, but I bet I can pick him out. Red like a cranberry. Where is it?
Well, we had 2 flags on that, so now we're going to get situated here. See if the defense can shut them down.
So an opportunity for Myrtle Beach now at their 37. New quarterback is in for Myrtle Beach as he throws a completion to Zaire Tart. That's Kamari Fry. Kamari Fry, wearing number 10, played at Chapel Hill in Georgia, 2-year varsity player there. 1,899 passing yards, 57% completion rate, 23 touchdowns, and he had 893 rushing yards in 20 games. So he's a dual threat guy. Got to keep your eye out for his arm and his legs. 2nd down and 9 now. Handoff. No, it's a play action. Here's a blitz. Able to escape it was Fry, and he completes the pass to the tight end Doherty, who gets out of bounds. And what a crazy sequence that was, Reed.
Yes, it was. I thought for sure that the defender had him, but he just did not wrap him completely up and let him get away to get that ball out. And then we got a player down from Myrtle Beach. That doesn't look too good for him there.
Tyler Lassiter was the linebacker who got into the backfield there for Palmetto Prep. But right now, just underway here in the 2nd quarter, we have an injury timeout, so we're going to step aside. So welcome back, everybody. It's right now 3rd down and 5. Bad news for Myrtle Beach, though. Kevin Doherty, who's had a great start to this game at tight end for Myrtle Beach. He's the player limping off with some help off the screen. Now, we thought we saw a flag, Reed, but apparently it was picked up. So we're going to have 3rd down and 5. Kamari Fry looking to throw it again, facing some pressure again, and this time he's taken down. And this time, it's the same guy, Tyler Lassiter, who doesn't miss twice, folks.
Yeah, that was nice. They kept the pursuit. First 2 guys slowed him down, and then he cleaned them up. So that's exactly what Palmetto Prep needed right there. Is a little bit of some momentum and force the kick.
So the first time punting as we take another look at that play, and you can see a host of Minutemen there first, but Lassiter making amends, picking up his first sack. Tyler Lassiter played at Leesville Road High School in Raleigh. We called his name a lot last week, and we've called it on this drive now a couple times. Xavier Wells is back to receive the booming kick, and he's calling for a fair catch, and he's going to make it at the 25-yard line. So, Reed, Palmetto Prep gave up 20 points. Lucas Lenhoff came in, rifled it all over the field, including a 20-yard touchdown to Naylor. And it looks like he's going to stay in there.
Yeah, when you're working off some momentum like this now, Chris, it's you stop the defense. You got some points on the board last series. Let's do exactly what we did before and keep the communication, keep the momentum going forward. You can make a game out of this still.
Christian Dewar has come in at running back. We saw Littleton on the last sequence. Dewar with the run, big burst of speed out to the 31-yard line. Gain of about 4, depending on the spot.
That's a good gain when you can get 5 yards. 5 yards every down is kind of a way to go. So if you keep, plowing them. I think if you stay inside the tackles, I think that you can really gain a lot of yards on Myrtle Beach here.
2nd down and 5. Dewar again. Dancing to the 33-yard line that time. It'll be 3rd down and a couple.
And now you come down to that 3rd and 2, where you have a number of options to do, but
take another look at that play as Palmetto Prep gets ready for a 3rd down and short here. As you can see, Lenhoff. And then just keeping those legs moving for Dewar. Okay, 3rd down and 2, and
you got to hike that ball.
Yeah, I got to snap it next time. They would have had a 1st down easy as the front line jumped for Myrtle Beach, but no dice. Lenhoff going to hand off to Dewar, and he's got just enough for that 1st down, looks like.
Yeah, it looked like he squeaked in there.
So they'll have it at the 36-yard line now, and as the drive continues, 3 straight runs by Dewar.
It looks like the offensive line has settled down a little bit, Chris.
Yeah, better blocking, certainly, as Thomas has come in for Myrtle Beach on the front line. He's lined up as one of the tackles. Another bomb, and that's going to be caught at the 30, 20.
And he's going to keep going.
Take it down inside the 10-yard line. William Hawkins, my goodness. First of all, Reed, how about the throw and then that run after it?
Again, another throw right on the money. I mean, it was just a nice throw, Chris. He put it right exactly where he needed to be, only where the receiver can get it.
That's a Power 5 conference throw right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was something else. Littleton has come in at running back now. Lenhoff going to hand off to him, and he's stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2. Lucas Lenhoff in California, 7,900 passing yards in his high school career. And we're seeing that arm a little bit more here now. 2nd down and goal now, back at the 12-yard line for the Minutemen. Lenhoff, a 4-receiver set, 2 to each side. He rolls now, looking for the end zone, and that is going to be picked off. Beautifully done. Zach Ricci on the INT.
You know, just as you're getting that momentum, Chris, everything's going your way, and then you get another turnover.
Turnovers have been the key today, have been a story for Palmetto Prep, and you can kind of see Lenhoff here when he rolls. He's almost staring down his receiver, and that is the result. So Myrtle Beach will have it. We'll take another quick break here with 9:40 to go until halftime. Another look at the schedule. Some more home games in September before the first road game. We'll have that road game for you at Brevard on YouTube. All the home games as well. Myrtle Beach back at it, backed up though after the INT. Kamari Fry remains the quarterback. Passes high, intended for Dayton Sneed. That'll bring up 2nd down from, where are they at, about the 2.5?
Yeah, it's right there, right on that. Inside that 2 almost. Inside the 3, I'm sorry.
So 9:34 left to go. Lenhoff had a touchdown and now a INT. Is that the 3rd turnover today for Palmetto Prep?
Yeah, that'll be 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles.
Myrtle Beach is backed up, though. Kamari Fry going to give it to the running back.
Just getting out of that end zone.
Out of the end zone. Yeah, just barely out of the end zone.
Yeah, he had just got over that line, Chris, but he got stood up right there. So good pursuit there by Palmetto and keeping those holes closed.
So, what do you do here now, Reed, on third down as we take another look at this play for Myrtle Beach?
Well, you got to make sure that receiver doesn't get in front of you and keep him inside. If you're going to let him catch the ball, do not let him get behind you.
Boy, I think Lassiter was in there again on that play. Minutemen showing blitz. New quarterback is Ponder. Ponder throws it long to the 40, and it's over the head of the intended target, Ethan Dowdy. So,
good set of series there.
They survived the interception, and now in post-grad football, sometimes these special teams plays in the end zone can be a little treacherous if you're the kicking team. Ramon Viella is a good kicker from Myrtle Beach, but he's standing right with his heels on the end zone line.
And here's where I would change up my theory, Chris. I think I would prepare for the return rather than trying to block this kick. But, again, I've been wrong many, many times.
Welcome to the club. Xavion Wells is standing at the Myrtle Beach 45 with 9:01 to go. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but high snap.
Oh, that's
going to be that will be a safety.
Yep. So there you go. You get an extra 2 points, and now you get the ball back. So
you can almost guarantee in post-grad football that if they are backed up, you've got probably a 7 in 10 chance at a safety. So 20-10 now. 10 straight points for Palmetto Prep. We'll take another timeout. Come back with the safety kickoff here in just a moment. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke here with you as you see a beautiful day. It's hot, but looking good from downtown Columbia's perspective as we take yet another look at that schedule. So we're going to be real busy. Palmetto Prep will have a bye week the weekend of the 18th. So no game that weekend, but we've got them all for you through that October 9th game to start a long road trip for Palmetto Prep. Taken by one of the Upmen, Xavion Wells. He loses the football and it rolls out of bounds. But my goodness, Palmetto Prep having trouble taking care of the football today. Fortunately, Reed, that one doesn't bite him.
No, but it's a trend that we want to get out of, Chris. It's those types of things. When you're going into that pile, you got to hold on to the ball. And unfortunately, they just keep turning that ball over and fumble it. But like I said, that they got a little extra yards there by that ball rolling out of bounds. But that's not the way you want to start off a series.
8:49 left to go until halftime. And let's see where they're going to spot it. It'll be inside Myrtle Beach territory, so good field position at the 48-yard line. And Caden Taylor back in at quarterback.
So they don't get the momentum of the bounce, folks.
It's going to be a handoff to R.J. McDonald, who was playing at the running back spot. Nice burst of speed by him down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and he got stopped. He got hit hard. But he's back up, and they're ready to go again. So looks like a hurry-up offense by Palmetto now.
over is Kendall Thorne. Taylor going to keep this. Nice spin move as he gets down inside the 35.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a first down on that quarterback keeper. He saw something that he liked, and there was nothing up the middle there. So they were able to just run that ball right down up the middle there. So that was good.
So first down for the Minutemen. Clock continues to roll. We're nearing the midway point of the second quarter, and another run play straight ahead at the 30-yard line. Littleton back in there.
Yeah, Chris, it looks like they're getting some momentum here again. They're picked back up, and they're looking fairly sharp. They look like they've settled down now from somewhat that first quarter. Now, hopefully they can maintain and continue, but they're gaining some good yardage.
So Littleton remains the running back. It's the toss. A couple more yards down to the 26-yard
and there you got a flag.
line. Late flags are in, Reed.
Yeah, you had number 26 from Myrtle Beach slapping one of the Palmetto players in the head, but it's getting a little chippy down there. So, and that could have gone either way, but it's always the guy that the refs see, whoever slaps, and he definitely took a swing at him.
Take another look at what happened here if we got the right angle at it. Yeah, some pushing and shoving. That's off camera. Littleton, it looks like, got shaken up on that. So, Zach Ricci.
Well,
and the personal foul going to give Palmetto Prep the football inside the red zone.
Well, we'll take it. You know, you like to see the momentum keep going, and sometimes, you know, as Palmetto Prep has been able to settle down, it's put Myrtle Beach on their heels, and so they're getting a little chippy now.
As sloppy as it's been, Palmetto Prep with a real opportunity after falling behind 20-zip. Myrtle Beach owned the first quarter. Right now, Palmetto Prep owning the second quarter. And they're on the march again. Caden Taylor first down at the 14 now after the penalty. And the sweep is not going to yield too much. Some positive yards there, but...
Yeah, there was just nothing there. That was just a pile of blue shirts. And we got another flag, Chris.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to... It would be a little ticky-tacky, but it was...
I think this one's coming back to Palmetto Prep, and it is.
That was Raheem Diarasuba on the run, by the way, the receiver, who had a couple nice grabs.
Yeah, and here we got a hold penalty that's going to drop him back about 10 yards. So these are the types of things that just you do not want. Those holding penalties can be a real drive killer. So we got
first down now, and it looks like 17. Let me do the math again, folks. Well, they keep moving that line.
Yeah, I don't think the umpires have been settled on where that ball's going to go. Still a lot of movement going around, and
So it looks like the 20.
Here comes the referee.
23 or.
Well, they're still having a conference down there now, Chris, and I don't know what they're discussing, but the referee's going to come back out and tell us what's going on. Well, no, he's not going to tell us.
So they're going to mark it at the 21, so it's first down, and we'll call it 12. 16. Caden Taylor, nice spiral, but that's going to be out of bounds, looking for R.J. McDonald. And incomplete.
You know, and the refs missed that one, but the defensive back clearly pushed the receiver out of bounds. But they're going to probably say his motion was going that way. So, unfortunately, Palmetto didn't get the call on that one.
So second down, and again, call it 17. You got to get to the 4-yard line on the 21 right now. Taylor, and we got a whistle before the snap.
That's a timeout on the defense.
So Myrtle Beach didn't like what they saw. They call time. We're going to take time. We'll be back here in about a minute. Welcome back, everybody. It's 2nd down and 17 for Palmetto Prep. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke here with you. Caden Taylor looking to throw again. Here comes the pressure. He's trying to get away, but he is going to be taken down. Actually, might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there before Jaden Wright found him.
Yeah, there was no receivers open, Chris, and sometimes you don't want to take a sack, and he was able to gain enough yards back, but not turn the ball over or throw it out of bounds or something like that. But there was nowhere for him to go on that play. Defense did a good job of coverage there.
3rd down, and we'll call it 18, and a loss of 1, so technically a sack for Jaden Wright. In 4-down territory. And I think we're going to get timeout here for Palmetto Prep. We will. How could I have guessed that? 5:49 left to go. We got another timeout, folks. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, folks, welcome back. Check out palmettoprep.org, see what's going on with them. So we got a 3rd down and 18, likely 4-down territory. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke, glad to be back with you. Rolling to his left, Caden Taylor, now coming back over the middle, the throw into double coverage, and I think that might have been caught.
It was caught. Wow.
Is that R.J. McDonald? R.J. McDonald making the grab. What a play.
Yes, that was, Chris. I don't know if I would have thrown that, but double coverage, he stuffed it in there. And the receiver came and held on to that ball. So now we've got a set up for a short yardage here now.
See if we could take another look at this. You know, seeing Caden Taylor throw across his body like that and then into double coverage. And R.J. McDonald making a great play. So 1st and goal, nearing the 5-minute mark here in this opening half.
You know, you got to throw it where he is, and the receiver caught it.
Taylor going to hand off. Littleton ahead, and Littleton just shy of the goal line.
As I was saying, Chris, that sometimes the quarterback will be spot on, and when you're in double coverage like that, sometimes your receiver can lose concentration. But he held on to that ball, and that, really nice play going back to that throw.
Elijah Brummett in at right guard for Palmetto Prep. I say it every year. We got to talk about the linemen a little bit more. And then I forget until the second quarter of the second game to mention one of them even one time. So, yeah, Elijah Brummett checking in. Joe Lentine at center was one of the bodies who was down there trying to get that extra inch that Palmetto Prep needed. He's had his work cut out for him here today. Mark Bothers has moved over to left guard on, well, now it says first down. Did we have a penalty?
No,
moving?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, we gave Myrtle Beach an extra down, so here it goes.
There you go, there. Right on in there for Littleton. Just marched
Littleton
right in.
Straight ahead on that second down play for the score. And here comes Palmetto Prep, now 16 unanswered points.
You know, we're out with a kicker, but we might see the mascot come out to kick a field goal at some point in this game, if we actually need to win by one point. He's back there practicing away, and he's looking pretty good in his practice kicks.
So Damian Littleton takes it to the house, 16 straight for Palmetto Prep, and this one was looking like it was going to be a long day. Credit the Minutemen. They have settled things down. Now they're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 2-point game. Again, no kicker for Palmetto Prep. Hand off again to Littleton, and I don't think he's going to get there. He will be stopped short. So 20-16. We got 4:35 to go until halftime. We'll take another timeout. Come back here in just a moment. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke, glad to be back with you. Zayden Davis is going to kick it away again, so 20-16. Onside kick, and that looks like Palmetto Prep might have it. Let's see.
And they do.
Wow. A little trickeration for Palmetto Prep, feeling good about themselves, and here we go. Let's see if we got that.
I'm not so sure that was in the intentions of that kick. I could be wrong, but that kind of looked like a whiff to me. But it worked out for them.
You're probably right, but let's take another look at it. I hear the coaches saying, I don't know how that worked.
Yeah,
the camera lost it, kind of expecting it to go forward a little bit, and Palmetto Prep recovers.
Yeah, I mean that's a good momentum swing for them, and a good sign that they could put some more points on the board, Chris, before half here, and actually take the lead.
Boy, talk about the tale of two different quarters. Very, very one-sided first quarter for Myrtle Beach. Very one-sided second quarter for Palmetto Prep, and Myrtle Beach is not turning the ball over the way that Palmetto Prep has been. But what's the difference, Reed?
Well, I think it's just about been the focus and the concentration, and I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I don't think it went the full 10 yards, and they're going to have to kick again. That's the way they're lining up, it looks to me. Yeah,
Okay.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
So no recovery, and it looks like we have Braxton Turner now out there to kick it.
Yeah, and they got penalized and moved back.
Braxton did all of the kicking in the first game. I don't know if that is Braxton. Boy, those silver, the numbers are really hard. It is booted away by whoever, though. And that's going to go out of bounds now. A Myrtle Beach player touched it, so even though it went out of bounds because it was touched by the Myrtle Beach player, they got to spot it where it was, so the Marauder's making a bit of a mistake there, Reed.
Yeah, if he had just kept his hand off of that ball, it probably would have gone out of bounds, and then that's a penalty on Palmetto. So a good break there for them to get that player to touch that ball and push him deep back into their own territory.
Well, we saw him once. Now he's going to get a series. It's Dominique Ponder who came in when Myrtle Beach was backed up in their own goal line. He's a 3-star from Naples, Florida. Ponder with the handoff. Number 25 is Cornell McCrae, and he's stopped for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that was a good pursuit there on Palmetto Prep to keep them from gaining any type of yards there. And, Chris, it looks like this is going to be the game of quarters. Whoever wins the quarter is going to probably win the game at some point. So it probably will come down to the fourth quarter.
So Ponder now 2nd down and 11. McCrae remains in the backfield. Ponder's got good legs, throwing across his body. Dangerous throw, and it's incomplete. Intended for A.J. Howard, who has one of the 2 touchdown grabs here today from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's a dangerous throw. Anytime you get a tip ball like that somewhere in midfield, and it moves into where the defensive back has a chance to grab it, Myrtle Beach got away with one there. So, but you're in 3rd down territory now.
3rd down and 11. Palmetto Prep. Good time and a nice bomb, but a little bit too far. Intended for Howard over on the far side. So Ponder with a rifle, but went just a little bit far. Now some pushing and shoving in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris, they got to be careful. It's just stupid nonsense like that, where the play is completely over and you still got a player that's shoving around in the offensive line. The ref can easily throw a flag there, and they got lucky there because the 51 here just upset about something.
So a nice 3 and out though by the defense. Now Ramon Viella back to kick it away with Xavion Wells standing. He's backing up now, but about his 30-yard line. So 3:41 to go. See what the special teams can yield, but plenty of time now for the offense, who've scored 16 unanswered in somewhat unconventional manner. It was a touchdown and 2-pointer, then a safety, and a touchdown and a missed 2-pointer. So the ball bounces at the 36. That's where Palmetto Prep will take it with 3:27 to work with. So you've got 3 minutes, 27 seconds. I think they've only used 1 timeout, Reed, so you can run the football. You can really run your offense here.
Yeah, and I like the time they got here. It allows them to use every play that they have in their book, and you might want to try to do some runs out here with all those timeouts you got left, and really try to throw Myrtle Beach off their, put them more on their heels than they already are. You got some refs playing catch on the field, and now that they're ready to go, we should get the whistle to move forward.
Lucas Lenhoff, the lone touchdown throw today to Naylor, 20 yards. Caden Taylor back in at quarterback. It's a keeper, and I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, he didn't make it out of bounds, so they are going to keep that clock moving. That really wasn't much of any gain there at all, if he gained anything.
Darius Naylor has come in. The tight end was the recipient of the Lucas Lenhoff throw for the touchdown. And we got a timeout for Palmetto Prep. 2:57 left to go here in the half. We will step aside once again. Welcome back, everybody. Caden Taylor on a 2nd down and 10 out of the timeout as we go inside the 3-minute mark here in this second quarter. Quick throw is going to be caught at the 40-yard line by Darius Naylor, who's been busy here today. So 4-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Minutemen. Caden Taylor going to keep it. He's got the legs and the 1st down, plus he gets out of bounds near midfield.
And that's all you need sometimes is just that little head fake, Chris, to keep the defender honest, and that's exactly what Taylor did. He gave the little head fake, and he picked up that 1st down on his feet. So we'll see what we can do now here. We got a little bit more momentum, and offensive line still doing a good job protecting the quarterback.
Nat Ianello. One of the linebackers from Myrtle Beach making a stop on Caden Taylor, but not after the 1st down. So they mark it at the 47, minute 52 and counting. Now you got to start moving a little more. They've been a little more nonchalant.
Yep.
Blitz is on, and the pass is incomplete, looking for R.J. McDonald.
Yeah, and that looked awful close to a pass interference. Defensive back leaning over that receiver, but apparently he must have not touched him, but ball just out of reach.
Nine players from South Carolina, 9 from North Carolina on the Palmetto Prep roster this season. 6 from Florida, Georgia 5, New York State 4. Wide-reaching. Caden Taylor going to keep it, then pitch it to McDonald. Trickeration. I don't know if it was planned or not, but he made something out of nothing. That was actually complete to Christian Dewar. And it'll be a 1st down for the Minutemen inside Myrtle Beach territory at their 42.
Yeah, that was a quick thought there. He was still behind the line of scrimmage to dump it off. He had nowhere to go. So it was a good heads up by the quarterback on that play. They do need to pick it up here, though, as that clock is going to run on them.
Well, nice job there by Dewar getting out of bounds. So they've got that benefit right now with 93 seconds. They're going to run it with Dewar straight ahead. And he's going to gain about 4 or 5. Now is when you got to get going.
Yep. Now they got to start moving back to the line of scrimmage. Already have that play ready to go. Get that offensive line set, and let's move it on down so we don't lose much time.
Boy, again, real nonchalant as we approach a minute to go. Caden Taylor on 2nd and 5. It's a snap looking on the far side, and that is going to be caught for a 1st down at the 32 by Darrell Taylor.
Yeah, he couldn't get out of bounds. He slipped, got the 1st down, but he couldn't get out of bounds. So you're going to have a little stop of the clock here before they reset the chains, and then they'll be ready to go.
20 straight points for Myrtle Beach in the 1st quarter. 16 here in the 2nd quarter for the Minutemen. Clock is moving, 47 seconds. Caden Taylor facing some pressure, rolls to the near side, and the pass is high but caught for a first down and then some. Again, it's Darrell Taylor. This time he comes nearest to us. And Palmetto Prep is on the march at the 15-yard line now.
And that was a real nice catch. Great footwork there. Did a little razzle-dazzle on that. Got an extra step and got out of bounds. Most importantly, Chris, he got out of bounds.
Darrell Taylor from Lake Norman Charter in the Charlotte area. Christian Dewar remains the running back. 38 seconds to work with, one timeout left for the Minutemen. Taylor looking for McDonald, and that one is through his fingertips.
Yeah, that's a tough catch to make, but again, he threw that ball where only the receiver was, so you want to make sure that you don't turn that ball over, and that was outside. The receiver really would have had to make a good grab on that one, but you can assure that the defense was not going to pick that one off.
So 34 seconds. Minutemen at the 15. Myrtle Beach defense has been up against it here in this quarter. High snap. Littleton back in at running back. Flags are all over the place. Littleton keeps marching inside the 10, but let's check the two flags.
Yeah, then this looks like it's probably going to come back. Could be holding, but we'll see.
26 seconds to go, and it will be a hold as predicted.
Yeah, Chris, the holding penalties are really a thorn in your side sometimes, and they can really damper a drive. So we got to hope that the momentum still continues to go, and looks like Taylor's getting them rived up so we can get another play in here and continue to get positive yardage.
Wind blowing a little bit stronger from left to right on your screen, so at the backs of Palmetto Prep right now. Taylor second and 20, lost it to the end zone, and he's lucky that one was not picked off, but it's a little off the mark.
It didn't look good coming out of his hands. I don't know if it slipped out of his hands, somebody got a piece of it, but it just didn't look like it came well out of his hands almost, that it was somewhat tipped or just slipped out of his hands.
It's a tough situation here without a kicking game. Be looking at a 42-yard field goal. Now Myrtle Beach is going to stop the clock. 20 seconds to go here until halftime. We will take another break.
Yeah, and it's third down, isn't it?
Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke, glad to be back with you. 20 seconds left to go. Palmetto Prep's got a third down and 20, four-down territory here. One timeout left for the Minutemen. Now, last timeout called by Myrtle Beach, making sure their ducks were in a row. They're going to try to run with Dewar, and he's going to lose a yard. He would have lost more had he not been able to get to that outside edge, but not a great result there on third down, and now with 15 seconds left to go. It's a fourth down. They might have marked him back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. It's going to be 4th and 22 now.
Yeah, now here what you're looking for is some hope, maybe some kind of trickery, but we'll see what we have come up.
Caden Taylor, pocket collapsing. He's directing traffic, throws it short, and Palmetto Prep will turn it over on down. So 9 seconds to work with here for Myrtle Beach. They'll likely take a knee. Thoughts on the first half so far?
Well, it's just been the game of quarters, Chris. Real sloppy play in that first quarter for Palmetto. They seem to really settle down, and a really solid offensive line and defensive line. Couple of mistakes in the second quarter by Palmetto, but they have Myrtle Beach on their heels. It's just there's an opportunity to going back into the locker room to try to talk these things through and then come back refreshed.
Coming back in at quarterback is Camden Coleman. We'll see how aggressive that Myrtle Beach wants to play it. Trey Thorpe has come back in. This is their most successful quarterback running back combination. They are going to throw it out to Thorpe. Thorpe at the 30, Thorpe at the 40, dances at the 45, and he's going to be taken down at midfield, and the half will come to a close. So 20 in the first quarter for Myrtle Beach, 16 in the second quarter for Palmetto Prep. We got a 4-point game. These two rivals from the South Carolina area doing work, and we got a close game. We'll take a break for the half, and we'll come back in about 15 minutes with all the second half action. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one in store. We'll be back.
Yes, please. Sure. I'll tell around. Yeah.
2016 Myrtle Beach with the lead. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you with Reed Radke. So Palmetto Prep won the opening toss, and they got the ball first. So that means they'll kick it off to start this second half. The Minutemen scored 16 in the second quarter, those of you just joining us. Zaire Tart takes the run back to the 43-yard line as his helmet comes off, tackled on the play there by Hunter Scott, one of the linebackers from Nashville. So momentum with Myrtle Beach to start the first half. Let's see what they do here on offense, Reed.
Yeah, let's hope it's not a remake of the first quarter for Palmetto. That they went in the locker room, they've cooled out, and they've got their head on their shoulders and they're ready to play some ball here.
It was sloppy, certainly at times for Palmetto Prep. They had 3 turnovers and probably 2 more that could have been turnovers that they got lucky breaks. Camden Coleman. 2 touchdown passes today for him. He gets the start again in the second half. Handoff to Trey Thorpe, who dances around but does not get much. Tackled on the play by Craig Joyner. And also there, Justin Poe.
Yeah, they're in that hurry-up mode again, Chris. So their offense is lining right up, not giving them much chance to run any defensive plays.
Coleman looking over the middle, throws it complete for a first down to Ethan Dowdy, but a flag is down at the 40-yard line.
And that's probably going to come back. It's probably going to be holding on the offense, as that offensive lineman fell down on his back and then held on to the defender. Yep, that's what we've got.
So a break there for Palmetto Prep. And that will make it 2nd down and 19 now. Coleman hit Dowdy for 40 yards in the first quarter, and then a shorter touchdown to Howard for 11 yards. He's got a good arm. Let's see what he can do here. 2nd and long. It's complete. It's going to be a first down and then some. Down inside the Palmetto Prep 40-yard line, The pass complete again to Zaire Tart.
Yeah, and instead of tackling them, they're trying to rough that ball out. They really got to settle down.
Quickly, again, this time the running back Thorpe on the reception. Not much there on first down.
No, but it looks like they're going with that momentum, Chris, with the hurry-up offense. Has really got Palmetto on their heels.
Some shuffling around. They're going to send Sneed out to the slot on the far side and Tart on the near side. Coleman throws it too high. So 2nd down. 3rd down now and long for Myrtle Beach. Couple flags down. Reed, what'd you see?
I'm not quite sure what we got out of there. If it was a legal motion, that's what I'm guessing what happened. Sometimes when you're running that clock, you're running that hurry up offense, the guys don't get quite set. And oh wow. Well, we missed that one completely. It was a chop block on the offense. So,
Reed, do your job, please. They teach you to pay attention down there at Embry-Riddle?
Oh, you got to pay quite attention.
I'm razzing the board president, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how that goes for me. So 2nd down and forever at the 47-yard line. Again, he's got the arm, and he's got a completion, and he got the yards back, and Zaire Tart is looking for more. Boy, Zaire Tart, what is he listed at? Let me see if I can find him on the roster. 5'10", 185.
Yeah, he's a feisty guy. I mean, he went up, got that ball, came back down, and was battling 2 defenders.
So 3rd down and manageable now after that big gain. Boy, this Coleman's been really impressive.
Yes, he has.
A.J. Howard checks in. The receiver slotted nearest to us. In motion is Thorpe. Coleman facing some pressure from behind, and the pass
that was going to be
bounces off of Howard, incomplete.
Well, there's a typical explanation of why you got to catch the ball with your hands, Chris. He tried to accept that ball and hit his shoulder pads and bounced right out. But I think that Myrtle Beach is going to go for it here, and they are.
Yeah, 4-down territory might be a little bit long for their kicker, Ramon Viella. So 4th down and 5. And the way Coleman's throwing it, I'm not surprised.
And here he comes.
Blitz is on. Coleman gets it away. That is going to be caught. Nicely done. Over on that far side. Sneed, I believe.
Well, that's a good way to put it. Sneed, I believe. Palmetto's got to close that gap when they'll run out those outsides, and that's going to be a little offsides there on
we got to go
Myrtle
back
Beach.
to live action here, folks. Sorry, we were looking at the replay, or starting to look at the replay, but a flag is down.
They weren't quite set, so that one's going to come off of them on a false start for Myrtle Beach.
So Myrtle Beach starting to get sloppy with the penalties like Palmetto Prep did in that first half. 1st down and 15 now, still on the march.
You got trips right.
Coleman looking to throw again, facing some pressure. Gets away, lofts it into the end zone, and it's broken up. Nicely done, Craig Joyner in coverage that time.
Yeah, but Chris, I'm telling you that this quarterback has got something else. When he has time, he's dangerous, but he can roll out as well. He threw real well on the run there. They thought they had him down, but he can move pretty quick. So
you see how fast there on the replay that the front line for Palmetto Prep was able to get there, and that was still almost a touchdown. So 2nd down and 15 now for Myrtle Beach. First game of the year for the Marauders. Palmetto Prep 1-0 after that win last Sunday against Augusta United. This is a different animal altogether, folks. Coleman thinking about running it. He's got some space at the 30, 25, 20, dances around, 15, 10. Flags are down. He's going to score. Flags are down, but what a run by Camden Coleman. Let's wait, though. As of now, it's a 29-yard touchdown run, but what do you think?
I'm thinking that it might be coming back. There might have been holding there why he got that open space, and it looks like that's what it was, or pushing the back. So that's coming back, Chris.
So negate the touchdown run there for Coleman, who we mentioned he had 448 rushing yards in high school, 3-year varsity player, mainly a passer with almost 5,000 passing yards, but he's got the wheels. And
yeah, he showed it there, but I think some of that was at the help of the push in the back. That freed him up to get that extra 15 yards. And
so from the spot, it's going to be a 2nd down and 12 now for Myrtle Beach. Coleman, 2 receivers to each side. The back, Thorpe, is open.
You got all the time in the world.
Coleman throws it into the end zone over everybody. Just didn't have anything there.
Yeah, Chris, they got to put some pressure on him. With a quarterback like that, you cannot allow him the time. All he needs is one open receiver, and he's going to zip it in there.
Hunter Scott did eventually get there, but as Reed mentioned, just forever for Coleman on that sequence. So and 3rd down and long now.
You got an offensive lineman running out. He looks like he got it shaken up.
Valeriano, the receiver, is in, and
There he
Coleman
goes.
that time gets pressured quickly and taken down.
Yeah, they did a good job there. And it looks like they're going to kick it. Well, I'm wrong
Kentrell
again.
Jones gets credit with the sack. And Hunter Scott, again, we called him on the last play. He got in quicker as well. So 4th down now and long.
And they're coming back on to run another play. So instead of kicking it, they're gonna run it. Here comes the offensive line again.
Big number 63. Doing all he can, folks. 4th down.
Just got to have solid
17.
pursuit.
Coleman. Jump ball, and that's going to be picked off. Picked off by Xavion Wells.
I don't know if you would have been better off knocking that ball down, though. I mean, now you're deep in your own zone with 1st down, and he had great position, but is that a flag in the middle of the field?
There is a flag now. The penalty was declined, which is interesting. I was wondering if maybe they'd take the penalty, but
yeah, they
Xavion
did not.
Wells gets the pick, and we'll take another look at it here. And Reed, you're right.
Yeah, he would have been better off of just knocking that ball down, but
You can't tell a corner of that, though. So Palmetto Prep will have it at the 10-yard line now. And it looks like we're going to see for the first time here in the second half, Nick Richardson.
And so on that play, I bet that the coach is lifting up the defensive back, but telling him what he probably should have done is just to bat that ball down. That's a loss of probably about 20 yards just on that interception.
Christian Dewar, I believe, is the running back, with Richardson in his second series handing off to Dewar, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go there. That hole closed up, if there even was a hole.
Lenhoff and Naylor a touchdown throw. Littleton a touchdown run, a safety, and a 2-point conversion. That's where we're at right now for Palmetto Prep. 2016 Myrtle Beach still in the lead after all of this. Right now, the Marauders holding. Richardson looking to throw on the far side, lofts it up, intended for DRS Suba.
Oh, and we've got a flag. That's going to give Palmetto Prep a 1st down on a silly mistake by the defensive back.
Let's see exactly what he did there. We're going to run it back.
I think he I'm not quite sure what he did, but I did see the receiver clapping his hands.
There was a little oh, you know what? He was dancing around.
Yep.
Taunting is going to be the call.
Well, I'm sure that's big. The coaches always love that one.
I don't see anybody moving, though.
I guess he picked it up.
Yeah, might have changed his mind. There was some talking over there, some dancing, but
I guess he wasn't a very good dancer, so he's not going to win the flag on that one.
So they do pick up the flag, 3rd and 10 now for for Palmetto Prep, excuse me. Richardson going to pitch it.
And we've got a flag
and
already.
It's Littleton this time taking the run. Correction, that was Dewar still out there, close to the 1st down marker, but like Reed said, another flag is down. So he will be a couple yards shy of the 1st down here. But let's check the flag. It's on Palmetto Prep. Just a sideline warning. So Palmetto Prep will have to kick it away. We'll see if Caden Taylor comes in. He will.
Well, we know that the refs like to throw the flag, so this should be a focus of the second half for Palmetto, is to try to be as efficient and as effective as possible and not make those mental mistakes.
Number 19 is Dayton Sneed. He's back to receive Caden Taylor's kick as we get a late sub come in for Palmetto Prep. That's Brian Hart. And Sneed is standing at midfield. Taylor got some good bounce into that one, so it's going to roll and go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That's where Myrtle Beach will have it when we come back. Back to live action. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke here with you. Play action. Passes complete over the middle inside Palmetto Prep territory down to the 38-yard line. Still Camden Coleman out there. Pass complete to Sneed for a first down. I think if you're Myrtle Beach, Reed, Coleman's really your guy.
Yeah, he
did
seems
some nice things, but Coleman is, man, he's legit.
Yeah, he's pretty sharp. He's spot on and makes a decision very quickly.
Howard in motion. Instead, it's a handoff to Errol, who takes it ahead for a good gain of 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, he seems
trying to go ahead, Breed.
The quarterback, he seems to be very poised and very aware of where he's going right away, and he very sharp arm and awareness of where the defenders are.
Jemias Glenn slow to get up for Palmetto Prep, but he's okay. 3 receivers on the far side. Quick pass to Errol. And Errol, boy, the little guy still dragging bodies, and they're going to finally blow it dead at the 30-yard line.
Like I said, he gets rid of that ball awfully fast. Defender in his face, and he just dumps it right off. So he's
Another
very
5'10" guy, too, Errol. He's tiny, too.
Very decisive in his choices.
He'll remain the running back on 3rd and 2. Coleman looking to throw over the middle, and that just behind Valeriano.
Yeah, that was another tip pass there. Again, Palmetto almost could have had that. Those are dangerous throws, throwing them across the middle of the field. And if you're not sure the receiver's going to grab it, it could be popped up and run back the other way.
Bryce Buckingham, the nose guard, in for Kentrell Jones on 4th and 2. Coleman play action. Pass caught over the middle. It's A.J. Howard takes it inside the 10, and it'll be 1st and goal for Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to happen, is a sharp quarterback like that have all that time and can go across the middle and find that receiver, and he had room to run.
Just past the midway point here in the 3rd quarter. Coleman. Errol gonna run it, and he's not going anywhere. A host of defenders. Bryce Buckingham in there, as well as Craig Joyner.
Well, they got a nice drive going down here. Palmetto's got to find a way to stop them.
Jemias Glenn checking back in on that defensive line. He's closest to us. Coleman's 2nd and goal from the 10. The little comebacker is short. Ethan Dowdy, the intended target there.
And Palmetto got away with one there. Receiver couldn't quite grab a hold of that. So we're at a 3rd down mark now.
We've seen multiple 3rd down and goals for Myrtle Beach here today. This one a little bit further out than the others. Tart and Valeriano, the receivers nearest to us. Coleman looking to throw on the cross. It's good for a touchdown as A.J. Howard with the grab and a 10-yard score.
Yeah, that quarterback was right on the money there. Good run play. It was very difficult to defend on that one, but he was wide open.
Coleman and Howard hooking up for the second time today. That ends 16 straight by Palmetto Prep and puts Myrtle Beach maybe temporarily up by 10 with the extra point for Ramon Viella pending. Again, the snapper is Dayton Sneed. And that is no good, wide to the left. So it remains a 10-point game, 26-16. Palmetto Prep with some work to do here in quarter number 3.
Excellent.
I didn't say Simon Says.
We got a lot of football coming up, Reed. September 4th, next Sunday, Brevard. September 11th and September 25th are conference games. Georgia Prep first, Birmingham Sports Academy second. Then we're at Brevard on October 2nd, which is an awesome time to go to Brevard. That's a 45-minute drive for me as opposed to the hour 45, so I'm looking forward to that one. Kickoff is away, and it's taken by Palmetto Prep. Xavier Wells gets it past the 25, close to the 30, so Palmetto Prep down 2 scores once again. We'll go on offense here. I see Damian Littleton out there, and I don't see who's going to be the quarter. Well, it looks like they're going to stick with Nick Richardson. So Richardson, who only got 1 series in the first half, this is his second now here in the third quarter. Aaron Cuthbertson has come in as well. He's the receiver nearest to us. Richardson pass complete to Littleton. Littleton again keeping that body moving. Gets away from 3 tacklers and has a first down at the 40. My goodness.
He must have been a wrestler in his other pro sport there, Chris. He just looks like he's got the hand movement. He's pulling the hands off his body as he's fighting for more yards.
See if we got time to take another look at this.
You can see him moving the guy's hands off him as he's holding onto that ball in one hand and just motoring for more yardage.
Something else.
Well, we got a little change going on with some of the players here.
Braxton Turner going to come in for Darius Naylor. So far, we've only seen Christian Dewar and Damian Littleton at running back, and that goes back to the Augusta game. Both from Buffalo, New York. Littleton. Again, dragging bodies for a 4-yard gain that time. 5:39 left to go. Wind has switched now. It's again blowing at the back of Palmetto Prep. It was at the back of Palmetto Prep in the first half, or in the second quarter, I should say.
And, they got to take advantage of that wind when it's at your back.
Richardson tossed to Littleton, takes it to the near side, falls down for a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Palmetto Prep, an important drive here. Want to get the first down read and keep it going. Not have to put your defense back out there after they were involved in a long scoring play for Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, it looked like he might have slipped as he was running into that line, Chris, and probably why he didn't have some of that momentum to get a little bit more yards.
Blitz is on. Dewar back in at running back. Dewar gets flipped up in the air, and that flip gave him the first down right at midfield.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. That was an acrobatic way to get a first down there.
See if we can load that one up for you again, and we'll take another look at it as Christian Dewar. We might not have time here, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, we got enough. That little flip, as you could see, propelled him ahead for that extra half a yard he needed. Stays in there, he gets the handoff, and this time he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive line on that one forgot to block.
Taken down by Destin Kurtzenberger. A lot of players from New Jersey on the Myrtle Beach roster. Kurtzenberger is one of them. Second down and 9, they give him a yard. Dewar again straight ahead, and he'll be taken down at the 46 this time. That'll set up a 3rd down and medium for Palmetto Prep.
Got to keep moving forward on this one. Got to come up with that first down some way.
Damian Littleton is back in. 3rd and 6, they're going to call it. Littleton again, yep, he's got another first down. Wes Dorton behind us called it as he takes it to the 38-yard line.
And that's your locomotive train there, right? Just moving forward. You got a north-south runner such as Littleton, and it really can pay off quite well.
Jacob Parker in. He's a slot receiver nearest to us. Chandler Crooks in as receiver. He's on the far side of your screen. Aaron Cuthbertson also. Play action now, Richardson. Passes complete over the middle. And it's for no gain. Darius Naylor again, I believe. That is Naylor.
Yeah, they tried to throw a little outside. Again, at Littleton with the ball, but or Naylor, I'm sorry. Just nowhere to go. He battled quite a bit, but when you got 3 and 4 defenders on you, you're not really going to win that battle very often.
Raheem Diarra Suba back in. Chandler Crooks goes out to get screamed at by the coaching staff. He's getting an earful right now. I don't know what he did wrong, but they are mad at Chandler Crooks. 2nd and 10. And
oh,
my goodness.
Is
picked off right over the middle. Richardson throw it right to the linebacker. And Myrtle Beach gets its 4th turnover of the game. Nats Ianello with the INT, Reed.
Yeah, I don't know what he was looking at that time because all that was standing in front of him was a blue shirt. And he threw it right in his gut. So really don't know what Richardson was looking at there. He might have been looking at 6, but he just forgot to see that the blue shirt was right in front of him.
So a big turnover. Now Myrtle Beach has it inside Palmetto Prep territory. Camden Coleman back out there. He's been slinging it all over the place to a tune of 3 touchdowns on the day.
Yeah, this guy is quite sharp. I mean, he's by far the most impressive out there today.
Oh, trouble with the handoff. Trey Thorpe fumbled it briefly but got it back. Might have gained a half a yard in the process.
And this is what Palmetto needs is a turnover the opposite way where they can get that ball back and keep moving forward.
Camden Coleman. The fans are starting to get into the coaching spirit themselves. That pass is tipped, but it's caught at the 30, 25-20, 10-5, touchdown. Ethan Dowdy again, 44 yards.
And there's a big flag thrown down there, so we don't know what that's going to be on, if it's a celebration or what, but it might be coming back, Chris.
We'll see.
That's what it looks like. You know, those are the type of plays that really can get in your head. Where you make a good defensive play, you pop the ball up, and then somehow the offensive receiver grabs it and then runs it all the way in for a touchdown. They can be awfully deflating, but you can see the quarterback for Myrtle Beach just smacking himself in the head. This one's coming back. What is it?
Is it after the score? It is. So, penalty likely assessed on... Well, wait a minute here. Unsportsmanlike conduct. He was trash-talking his way to the end zone, and that's the problem, apparently. So, take the points off the board.
And now is where you got to make Myrtle Beach pay for that. Get that ball back somehow, some way, but find it.
Good luck with that with Camden Coleman out there as he's being blitzed. Could not care less as he gets the pass complete. Nice dancing and dinking and dunking there for Zaire Tart. And it's a 1st and goal for Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, but this guy's like lightning. He has that receiver out in the flat. That's almost an assurance that he's going to complete that pass.
I want to talk about something if whenever we get a timeout here, we're going to stay put. College coaches. Can you sign him before our next game against Myrtle Beach? Please. Coleman over the middle. That's an easy one as Valeriano with a 3-yard touchdown catch with 14 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Now it's a 3-score game again.
Yeah, that fade across the middle, I mean, he's going to get that every time. Seems to be his favorite type of pass, but he just hit him square in the hands and in the chest on that one for an easy 6.
So 32-16, Myrtle Beach doubling up Palmetto Prep with the extra point pending here for Viella. And the kick this time is good. 33-16. It's Myrtle Beach controlling the odd quarters. We'll be back here in just a moment. Or actually, no, we're going to keep it here. I almost forgot. I wanted to talk about something. I was thinking about, I kind of referenced jokingly to free agency, that these guys are technically free agents. I was watching who was I watching? North Texas and Texas El Paso on Stadium. By the way, shout out to Stadium. They do a great job, the little guys in Division I sports broadcasting. Anyways, they could care less what I think. But anyways, they had kind of mentioned all about the transfer portal and blah, blah, blah. And then earlier I was watching Ohio State and Texas volleyball, 2 of the top 10 teams in volleyball, if you're not familiar. And they were kind of talking about the transfer portal in volleyball. And I was thinking, if we've got this transfer portal, and I've heard people around this post-grad last year, especially talking about how high school coaches are, they're having trouble getting kids recruited. College coaches are not going to high schools anymore. They're going into the transfer portal. Why can't we just automatically enter everybody into the transfer portal then and it's technically free agency, is it not?
Yeah, let bygones be bygones.
That's going to be taken. That's going to be fumbled, and that is trouble. It's a live ball. Nobody's got it. Finally, somebody picked it up. Ethan Brule Gonzalez falls on it.
Boy,
it's been rough at times for Palmetto Prep here today, taking care of the football.
That's what you call a cardinal sin as a receiver, just to run with your hands wide open when you're outstretched and try to catch that ball.
Now, I'm not saying free agency in the way of anybody can just sign anybody anytime, but maybe there's injury exemptions to it. But for the most part, it's just at the beginning of the year, you've got these free agents. You can go get them. ESPN, as much as we loathe them, they do great jobs with free agency specials in the NBA and the NFL and things like that. As Lucas Lenthoff has come back in, passes complete over on the far side to the 39-yard line. I mean, if there's going to be the transfer portal, which is essentially college coaches just picking off who they want out of the transfer portal, and that's recruiting now,
right?
Why isn't that free agency, and why don't we make it available to everybody who's eligible?
That's a good question.
Ponder that, folks, as we come to the end. Do you have more to say on it? We'll keep it here.
No, we're good.
Okay, we're going to go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back. Palmetto Prep with some work to do. We'll take time out here.
Excellent.
I didn't say Simon Says.
Apparently my ideas are not too popular. Chris Sheeman and Reed Radke, glad to be back with you. We did put a microphone on Wes Dorton. It took us 2 tries to get our mics right. Fourth quarter, second down and medium for Palmetto Prep. They've got work to do, and they've got a 2-yard loss. Lucas Lenthoff back in at quarterback. And Reed, it's time to get going now.
Yeah, I think instead of these short little outside passes, we need to go downfield. We got 15 minutes and probably 2 or 3 possessions left. We got to make the most of these 3 possessions that we're going to have on offense.
Yeah, in a 3-score game, it's vital you're productive here.
And that's going to be picked off.
Intercepted. Taken away by Romulus. Second interception for Lucas Lenthoff today. 3 interceptions total. I believe we're up to 6 turnovers now for Palmetto Prep. And, folks, we're going to take a break here and digest our hot dogs and come back. (33-16). It's Myrtle Beach taking yet another Palmetto Prep turnover. And will they be productive with it? Let's find out. Jaquan Howard, the running back. Nice gain on first down to the 39.5 for Palmetto Prep. The new quarterback, Dominique Ponder. So Camden Coleman is out. He has had 4 touchdowns today. Ponder we haven't seen too much of. One series, and then he played briefly one snap on another series. Ponder, a good quarterback, though, out of Naples, Florida. Pass. Ooh, there was the opportunity there, and it was missed. James Moye trying for the interception, Reed.
Yeah, it's those tip passes that you miss out on. It's such an opportunity that can get you back in the game and give you some momentum, but that one just behind his left shoulder, just could not grab it and hold on to it.
Third, and we'll call it 5. For Ponder and the offense in 4-down territory here if you're Myrtle Beach. Pass is complete to Howard. Howard's going to come up a couple yards shy of the first down, though. Good stop by the defense on the 3-and-out there. But, like I said, 4-down territory maybe here, Reed.
I think you're going to have. They're definitely going for it, and it's going to be more of a hurry up again as they get into position and keeping Palmetto on their heels.
Brian Edwards, extra defensive end. Shout out to Baltimore, underrated city. Into the game for Palmetto Prep on 4th down and 2. Ponder looking to throw over the middle, and it's dropped.
Yep, that's going to turn the ball over there.
Who caught the touchdown a moment ago, Reed. And that was a big play there for Palmetto Prep. We were talking about, 3 possessions. Well, 13:06, you've still got time for 3 here.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for 3 possessions with 13 minutes. You just got to move down the field quickly and effectively and eliminate these. And, the defense has not played that badly for them to come back and make this still a game. They really have not played that bad. It's really the offense that keeps sticking it to the defense with the turnovers. And so you got to hand it to the defense. Yeah, they gave up some scores down in the end zone, but if you recall, Chris, it was a couple of times that Myrtle Beach took to punch it in there.
So Caden Taylor in at quarterback now with an empty backfield. Sending player in motion, and the handoff is taken by Christian Dewar, who gains a couple, and he had to run all the way across the field to get those 2 yards.
Yeah, that's what you call a lot of running for nothing.
So 2nd down and 8 for Palmetto Prep. Good field position. Got to work, got to move the football now, work quickly. Not a hurry up necessarily, but you want to...
Nobody in the backfield, though.
Recognize the score and time. Caden Taylor being rushed. Tries to get away, and he is popped after a gain of 1.
Yep, that's... When these type of situations, Chris, this is where the defensive backs can just kind of drop back and take away those deep passes, and it really prevents the quarterback from having an open field. And that's why he had to tuck it and run.
Ezekiel Ashigabor making the big hit. So 3rd down and 7 now for the Minutemen. Inside 12 to go. Still plenty of time, but need a good conversion here.
And we got a timeout.
So they'll talk about it. We'll step aside, come back here in just a moment.
That's addicting.
3rd down and 7 for Palmetto Prep. Caden Taylor, the quarterback, is bringing in the big guy, Darius Naylor, the tight end. Christian Dewar remains the running back. 11:46 left to go in the game. Chris Sheeman, Reed Radke back here with you. 87 and humid out there. It's been mostly sun today, partly cloudy though. Hot. Taylor throwing across his body. It's a wobbler. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be knocked away. Looking for a pass interference is Aaron McLeod, the intended receiver, but a bang play there, Reed.
We got a flag down. I don't know if that's holding at the. It's on Palmetto. I see a lot of hands on the hips from the offensive line, so you know that's not always good news when they get that. They seem like they're somewhat frustrated. I don't know if that ball was tipped or what, but that certainly was the biggest dead duck I've seen in a while.
So it'll be 4th down now. Will the penalty be declined? They will. So 4th and 7 with 11:39 to go. Are you kicking or are you going for it?
I think I'm going to kick the ball here. You want to still have some opportunity and some chance, and that was a terrible series. There was really no momentum on that series, so sometimes you just got to kind of bite the bullet and kick it away and hope for the best.
Kevin Roletter agrees. Coming in late is Dayton Sneed. Well, now he's going to I thought he was going to come in and return it. Instead, he goes out. Eli Moulton, one of the backs, is going to stay in just in case Palmetto Prep fakes it here. Caden Taylor will kick it away.
He gets a good bounce.
One bounce at the 24. It's picked up by Moulton. Gets to the outside. Flag is down, 30-35. But that one likely coming back.
Yeah, he got pushed in the back, so that'll come back. A good return. We'll go back to this is an opportunity for Palmetto now to take advantage of the flag on Myrtle Beach, what it pushes them back into their 20 and play some solid defense and see if they can get that ball back.
If you're Myrtle Beach, you've gotten more out of the passing game. Are you going to try to start to get the run game going now, run this clock down a little bit?
Well, Chris, that's what I would do. You know, the clock is your friend now. So why put the ball in the air and take the chance that it gets tipped or outright pick and they run it back for a quick 6? That can really have a momentum shift. So why not tuck it away and just try to get a few yards here and there and move the ball on the ground?
Still not 100% sure where the ball is going to be. The flags are still down.
Well, I think the flag guys are taking a break over there. They haven't moved. They're just the referee's waving to them to come on, and I think they're in a sleep zone because they haven't moved at all.
They're still not moving.
No, it might be too hot for them to move, Chris.
I don't blame them.
They just
move.
They got a fan over there that they're enjoying, so they're just kind of standing there on the sideline and. Well, the team's moving back, but it looks like the flag folks are finally moving. They're moving slow, that is for sure. They got like taking baby steps as they're moving forward.
So if you're Myrtle Beach, really want to use as much of the clock here. You've got more of the field to work with. Jaquan Howard is going to be the running back.
Oh, now the flag folks move too far.
So it's going to be at the 31-yard line.
I'm a little confused on that sequence of events with the umpire moving all the way down and then moving it back up to the 30.
Just don't think about it. That's all. That's my best advice I can give to you. Jaquan Howard. Stood up, helmet comes off. He's going to be taken down for a 2-yard loss back to the 29-yard line.
And it looked like he took his own helmet off.
Howard, Cedar Creek, his senior year in New Jersey, 1,529 yards, 19 touchdowns. Really good running back, but now Cornell McCrary is in at running back. We got
movement on the offensive line.
Yeah, the quarterback faked out his own lineman, right?
He sure did. Well, that's basically where Myrtle Beach should have been initially for the block in the back. So now we'll see, Chris, if they can do some damage on defense here.
So 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 17 now. Clock continues to run, though. 10:48 left to go. As this will be a throwing play now. Ponder gets it complete to the running back McCrary, who gets the yards back plus maybe one more. That'll make it 3rd down and depends on where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be at the 25-yard line, so 3rd down and 16.
Yeah.
17.
And that pass complete on there was tipped by the defensive end. And again, that Myrtle Beach was able to grab that ball, but just tipped it just enough.
Now I believe Howard back in at running back. Again, it's a throwing situation for Ponder, who airs it out beautifully, and it's complete to Howard, and he's going home. Touchdown, Myrtle Beach. My goodness gracious. That was a 75-yarder and a cannon of a pass.
Yeah, he was wide open, Chris. I think the defender ran the wrong route, but he just kind of completely was wide open, and there's not much you can do on that. Just the defense broke the play, and Myrtle Beach broke the game open.
Boy, all the talk about Coleman. That was a rifle by Ponder. And that's going to put the wraps on this one.
Yeah, I don't think there's much hope to be able to come back from that, because now you're down to, fourth quarter with, down to that 10-minute mark, and it's not going to help you out much.
75 yards. Howard is 3rd touchdown. The extra point is good, and it's 40-16. Myrtle Beach is rolling now, folks. We're going to go away once again. We'll come back. .956 left to go in the game, and it is all Myrtle Beach at this point, 40-16. It was 20-0 in the first quarter. A couple of touchdowns by Coleman. Trey Thorpe had a 1-yard touchdown run. Then in the second quarter, Palmetto Prep scored all 16 points. Lenhoff to Naylor as a safety, and then Littleton had a 1-yard touchdown run. Second half has been all Myrtle Beach. Coleman 2 touchdowns, Ponder a 75-yarder. Howard's got 3 touchdown grabs today. And Reed, before the game, you kind of talked about the receivers for Myrtle Beach. What were you seeing?
I was they're working on footwork. So when I first noticed it was the short 5-yard footwork. And anybody that's played receivers, that first 5 yards is crucial, because it allows the receiver to get a break and kind of freeze the defensive back, and then they'll shoot out. And that's what I noticed when I first came up, is all of the receivers were working on that footwork.
So Lucas Lenhoff is back in at quarterback for the Minutemen. Flag is down. Pocket collapsing. Lenhoff, nice little pass there.
Oh!
And it's through the hands. Was that Turner over on the far side? Apologies, folks. Those numbers are just really difficult to see.
Yeah, but that was
the flag.
That was a nice throw. Unfortunately, it went right through his hands, and like you said, there's a flag down. We're not quite sure what that was, whether it was holding or not.
Yeah, it was. It was Braxton Turner over on that far side. So they're going to take the penalty. 1st and 15 now. 9:46 left to go in this one, folks. Palmetto Prep back in 2019, they were 8-1. That was the usual result for Palmetto Prep. An undefeated year, 1 or 2 losses maybe. Last year, started 4-0, finished 6-4. And even though it's a brand new team, we were kind of talking about it during the timeout, that momentum or lack of momentum is kind of carried over here into 2022. As Palmetto Prep, granted they're 1-0, but they escaped a little bit against Augusta last weekend, and that ain't going to work against the Myrtle Beaches, the Birminghams.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. They had a gift last week that with all the turnovers they had. I think they had a half a dozen turnovers last week. But the other team was not at the same caliber, and they were able to kind of out-talent them.
Some movement by the defense. Lenhoff empty backfield. A lot of throws upcoming from Palmetto Prep. Pocket collapsing again. Lenhoff scrambling for his life. Makes something out of nothing there. A nice little run out to the 30-yard line and a gain of 10.
Yeah, now you've got something to work with, Chris. Is it 4th down?
It's 3rd down.
Okay. So a little bit more to work with here now with about a 5-yard, 3rd and 5. So that offensive line can block, give them some time. They got an open field.
Darius Naylor in. He's slotted to the left. Braxton Turner also out there on the left. Lenhoff looking to his right, spinning. And he's going to come up a couple yards shy of that 1st down. And again, just no time.
Yeah, when you don't have a time as a quarterback, there's very little you can do. And now in this situation, 4th and 2, I mean, you really got to go for it. This is your only chance of even getting any type of points now.
8:27 still to go.
Oh, there you go.
And
there's
it will be
down.
a 1st down. Yeah. So defense got away with one earlier in this second half. Not this time, though.
Yeah, that's sometimes the benefit of a quarterback's cadence when they can shout out and get that defense to move.
Positives for Palmetto Prep. We'll take them where we can. 1st and 10. Lenhoff going to hand off. And the gain of 4 yards out to the 42-yard line for Dewar, I believe.
Yeah, that's what you call just moving the pile. Just run right into the defenders and just move that pile.
I don't think that is Dewar. 27 is Brian Hart. So Brian Hart with his 1st run. We've seen him on special teams. He's played a little linebacker. He is listed as a running back, though. In fact, now a throwing play on the near side. Cuthbertson with the catch. And he's going to be a yard shy of the 1st down. So Brian Hart, who played at Hawthorne down in Ocala, Florida, 9 yards per rush, just 10 varsity games down there in Florida. You ever been, you were talking about going to college at Embry-Riddle. Did you ever go to the Ocala area with all the horse farms and everything? That was so cool down there seeing that. He's going to get the handoff, and he's going to get the 1st down. And then some. 2-yard gain out to the 49.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in Ocala that are really nice, but then there's some things that you never want to see, and that's those hungry gators that sit down there in those lakes.
Yeah. Stay out of lakes. People in South Carolina have been having some troubles with that this year.
Yeah, gators are not your friend.
Yeah, the more development, the more those retention ponds get built up. That's where the gators go. Near midfield, that's going to be a one-hopper as Lenhoff didn't have what he was looking for. Got rid of it.
Well, I think that was probably a better choice than trying to throw it into coverage. So throw it low enough where no one can get it.
I did a basketball tournament down there, Kingdom of the Sun. I was sick with the flu. It didn't go well. And then the last day, I spent an extra day because when I travel for work, I always spend that extra day so I can go check stuff out. And there's a Florida trail that goes all through Florida, and it cuts through Ocala and those horse farms. And you can hike along the horse farms. It's brilliant. Hart again on the run. And he's going to take it inside enemy territory down to the 48-yard line, and it'll set up about a 3rd down and 7. Injured player for Myrtle Beach. So the clock is stopped with 6:13 left to go. And I believe we're going to take a timeout here as well.
Excellent.
I didn't say Simon Says.
When did they, welcome back everybody, taking a look at the schedule. We still are in an injury timeout. Just wanted to update you on the schedule. We're going to be together quite a bit. In fact, all of these games are going to be on YouTube for you, including the game at Brevard. Some of you from other parts of the country, maybe you can't come to Columbia. Folks, go to Brevard. Please do yourself a favor and go to Brevard. Beautiful. If you love the mountains and the outdoors, if you can only work it into your schedule once, that you can come down here and see your kids. Nothing wrong with Columbia. It's a nice town, and there's a lot of dining options, lots to do. You can take a walk on the river, go by the zoo, and you can actually cross into an island on the river down here. I'm not saying anything about Columbia, but if you've got one game to go to, and you can only take time out for one, go to Brevard. There's something like 200 waterfalls surrounding that town. And I live about 45 minutes from there. I go hiking around there all the time. That's the one to go to, folks. Trust me. As much as I don't want to see tourists on my trails, I'm giving, because y'all are my family, I'm giving you that little bit of insight. So 3rd down and 7 for Palmetto Prep. Lucas Lenhoff. It's a designed run. And he's coming up to, he gained about 2 there, Reed. So 4th down here.
Yeah, this is really where they they need some help here. So to keep this drive moving forward. Oh, this is kind of
referees never blew any whistle. Lucas Lenhoff. There's no flag down, is there? A jump ball and it's picked off.
No flag down, and he just hucked it. And I think that's going to be it.
I think Lucas Lenhoff thought he had a free play there. He probably should have had a free play there.
Yeah,
but
there was no flag called. There was no whistle blown. And as a quarterback, you gotta know those things. But unfortunately, on his behalf, he just kind of chucked it up thinking he had a free play.
Well, folks, there's not much to be said, except let's hope Myrtle Beach starts running the football. Because this one is over with a capital O. By the way, Myrtle Beach beat Palmetto Prep, I should say, pretty good last year, too. And I was on Twitter. I don't know what I was doing after the game, but somebody had commented on the Myrtle Beach, like, oh, you guys beat Uniform U. That's what they were calling us on Twitter, Uniform U, or they were calling Palmetto Prep. So I've been showing those commercials extra today. Just for that one person who might be out there on Twitter watching the game. Uniform U, how dare you, ladies and gentlemen, on Twitter.
Looks like we got a new quarterback.
Yes, we do. Kamari Fry's back in. First time in the second half for Kamari Fry.
Yeah, nice completion there.
Farrell Clark with the catch. It's good enough for a first down. 5:18 left to go. Well, it's pretty simple, really, Reed. If the turnovers don't stop, this is going to be got a long way to go through this one.
You're right, Chris. It could be a very long season for them.
Farrell Clark in motion now. It's going to be an option pitch on one bounce.
Ooh, there's a flag for the helmet to helmet.
Got popped. And like Reed said, it looks like maybe a few more yards are going to be tacked onto that, but that was a tough play by McCrary, who kind of basketball dribbled it to himself after it was dropped on the handoff. Then we'll check the flag here.
I think that might go against Myrtle Beach. The running back dropped his helmet. So, well, maybe. I'm not quite sure what the referee's what he's doing right now. He's got me confused. But it is on Myrtle Beach.
Okay. So a holding is the call. And we'll redo first down with inside 5 minutes to go. The road does not get much easier with these two Brevard games coming up. Sandwiched in between are those conference games as well. And Brevard is a very good Division II football team. It's their JV team, but a lot of their third, fourth guys on the depth chart are going to be playing in that game, and that's not going to be an easy one. Kamari Fry airs it out. He's got a man wide open. Christian Valeriano taking it to the house. And another big bomb. This one is 76 yards for another score.
And I'm going to step out on a limb here, Chris, and say I understand what it's like to get your pants whipped, but I really don't like to see guys give up. And that's just what we saw there with the defensive back. He stopped about midfield and started going into a jog rather than stay with the receiver. And that's just got to be called out when something like that happens. As a coach, you got to bring that guy aside and say, you know what, we're going to have games like this, but you can never quit.
That's the college coaches are watching this, folks. It's not just parents and friends and onlookers and well wishes. There's college coaches are watching this, and how you act in these situations, that does go a long way. So we're going to take a timeout. 4:29 left to go. It's a 31-point game. It's all Myrtle Beach here today.
Who's
That's the schedule I was telling you about, folks. So Brevard's not going to be easy. That's next week. Georgia Prep, they beat Palmetto Prep last year. Not going to be easy. That's on September 11th. Birmingham Sports Academy on the 25th after the bye week. That's not going to be easy. Back at Brevard on October 2nd. Not easy. Fork Union is one of the historic post-grad programs. They were really the first to do it. That's not going to be easy. There's no easy games in this schedule. One of the great things about playing the JV teams, so you've got Methodist once and then 2 against Brevard. Those are reliable games against really good opponents that can get you ready for your division games or your conference games. But This has been an eye-opener here today, Reed.
Yeah, this is, we had a game for a short period of time. It really looked like Palmetto Prep had gotten past some of those mistakes in the first quarter. Really made it a game in the second quarter. And early on in the third, before that turnover, we still had a game. But once that third pick happened, that was pretty much it.
It's Caden Taylor again. Passes quick one to William Hawkins, who takes it ahead to the 30-yard line. Another flag is down.
And who is this one on?
We have seen a lot of flags here today as well. We've talked about the turnovers.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when that flag is against you and you're getting your fanny whipped.
Kendall Thorne has come on. Another penalty against the Minutemen. Practice is going to be real interesting. If I had the free time, this is my last week where I don't have any days off for a couple of months. College sports starting up again, folks. Busy, fun time for me, but that means I got to do a lot of cooking and shopping this week. But man, I'd like to be at practice this week. I've never been to a Palmetto Prep practice, but I think this would be the week to go to one. Daryl Taylor, the receiver, no gain on that first down run.
Yeah, his feet slipped out from under him, and into the pile he went. This would be a good time for Palmetto to really work uniform as to eliminate some of the mistakes.
Yeah, it's really got to be a good, intense week of practice. This has to be these guys need to go home mad today. As Caden Taylor comes up short on that second down and long. If you're not mad after this performance today, I don't know what to tell you.
These type of performances can really be deflating. They're embarrassing. And when you come in and you think you're going to, compete with somebody and they completely wipe the field with you, that can be really demoralizing.
And, all credit to Myrtle Beach. They have really come here today and taken care of business. And I said this last time, too. We've had some situations where teams have come in and beat Palmetto Prep and also destroyed locker rooms and thrown things on fields. This is a very workmanlike, professional Myrtle Beach organization and how they conduct themselves and how their players conduct themselves. Sometimes at the post-grad level, 40-16, your security's got an eye on the game. And that doesn't happen with this team. They are really well coached. They don't cooperate with me very well, but they coach their kids very well at the beach.
Yeah, you can see the excitement in their play, and they're continuing that even with only 3 minutes left in this game. They are still eager to get in there and make some plays and get noticed.
Dayton Sneed is standing at midfield as Taylor will kick this one away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Well, did it stay in bounds?
It bounced back, I think.
It did bounce back. So good field position for Myrtle Beach at the 35-yard line. Now remember one thing, folks. This is post-grad, so you might see teams up big still continuing to throw. Remember, it's not necessarily about the score. It's about getting these guys work. We would say this if Palmetto Prep was up 40-16, but sometimes I get emails and texts from parents, and they don't understand. If a team is still throwing right now, that's okay at the post-grad level. That's not a sign of disrespect. There's 3 different quarterbacks who all need as much work as they can. There's running backs who need some work too, though. So, little handoff to the receiver, Farrell Clark, in motion on first down. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 2:52 remaining.
Yeah, and I think that run there is a lot, like I said earlier, a lot of run with not much to gain. But again, it's Myrtle Beach is in no hurry to run these plays like they did as quickly as possible. Looks like they're going to sit back and just try to run the ball here.
Well, I'm real curious to see these guys again in November, see what Palmetto Prep looks like. Myrtle Beach passes bounced, and I think they say completes again to Clark on the far side, but a flag down. Myrtle Beach plays a few fewer games than we do. They started a week later, and I think there's a couple buys in between. But they play roughly the same schedule we do. So it's going to be really interesting to see where these two teams are at the end of November, Reed.
Yeah, and this is going to be a good, hopefully this is a good learning lesson for Palmetto Beach. We got to eliminate those errors. You got to eliminate the turnovers, and certainly the penalties.
So penalty on the Marauders takes it back to the Palmetto Prep 40. Handoff goes to Jaquan Howard, and maybe the running game is if you're nitpicking, if you're Myrtle Beach, that's one thing that really hasn't gotten cooking too much. We saw good running in the opening drive by Trey Thorpe.
And that was a good pursuit by Tyler Lassiter on Palmetto to track that running back down basically on a sweep to the right. He ran all the way from the left side of the field to the right, and Lassiter caught up to him and took him down. Unfortunately, we got a Myrtle Beach player down on the field now.
Yeah, it's right guard Trey Krosky, so we'll take a timeout, check on him when we come back. Okay, welcome back, folks. Trey Krosky is off the field. Minute 49 left to go. Hopefully he'll be okay. Clock will start again. Myrtle Beach has it inside Palmetto Prep territory at the 46.
Oh,
Fry.
And he's going to be
down. Nice defensive play there. Kalani Trotman for Palmetto Prep was there. And it looks like Prince Elliott was also there, one of the defensive ends.
Yeah, he had two guys from Palmetto just get into that backfield, and really the quarterback had nowhere to go. Surprised that he was in the position to try to throw it this late in the game, but again, like you said earlier, these guys have a lot of scouts that might be looking at them, and they're looking to impress somebody.
Ramon Viella looks like gonna punt it. We've seen Doherty, the tight end. He was actually carted or helped off the field earlier in the game. So Viella to kick it away. Xavion Wells is normally back there to receive. Looks like we might have somebody different. It's Ethan, or is that Brule Gonzalez back there? Is that a 22, Reed?
I think it's a 24.
Okay, that would be Trey McGahee then. They're going to take a delay of game with 40 seconds to run as much clock as possible here. So Myrtle Beach, what a day for the quarterbacks. Ponder a 75-yard bomb. Fry, 76-yard bomb. Ponders to Howard. Fry to Valeriano. Coleman had 4 touchdown throws. Bright spots for Palmetto Prep were all in that second quarter. If you're just joining us and you want to go back and watch on demand, if you're a Palmetto Prep fan, just watch the second quarter and turn it off and go do something else with your Sunday. But Lenhoff had a touchdown throw to Naylor. Defense got a safety. Littleton another touchdown run. That's his 3rd of the season now.
One good thing out of this game is the coaches are going to have a lot of good coaching points. When you go back to watching film, there's a lot of good points of lessons to be learned. And easy to correct, Chris.
Yeah, they're fixable issues. We're kind of doom and gloom a little bit, but it's all fixable. How the players respond, like I said, they need to go home mad. Can we please kick the football? Timeout, Palmetto Prep. We're going to step aside again with 40 seconds and come back. All right, feels like it's been about 10 minutes, but we are going to kick it away now. So McGahee is back to receive for Palmetto Prep. He's inside his 20. And for Myrtle Beach, it's Viella with a bomb. McGahee picks it up at the 16 to the 25-30, 35-40. Trying to cut back, and he's taken down at the 44-yard line. 25 seconds to work with for Palmetto Prep. Maybe a couple of runs here, get the running back some work. We've seen Brian Hart here in this fourth quarter. See if they can't get him some more work in.
I don't know, Chris. This is where I'd almost say, let's just take a knee and bring it up to next week. Let's just think about coaching talking points and prevent anybody from getting hurt in the last minutes of the last seconds of the game.
I definitely see your point about injuries and things like that, but these guys are here to run plays for sure. Nick Richardson is in at quarterback, by the way. So, yeah, they want every second they can get. Richardson play action. He's being rushed.
Yeah.
Getting to the outside, and he's out of bounds. And a late flag is down.
Yeah, that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, I think, when he came back and made that block.
That's going to be on Palmetto?
It's going to be on Palmetto. And now you're going to get some of the razzing going on.
Yeah, see, now I'm taking a knee.
Yeah.
If you're going to commit penalties like that at the end of the game, it's over.
Yep.
That's when, if I'm a coach, I'm saying, okay,
and
I know you need work, but...
And that's exactly what he did. He was a blindside block and just totally clocked him.
So they'll be backed up to the 35-yard line now. 17 seconds left to go. Well, now the Richardson got out of bounds, so they likely won't start the clock. But a couple more plays here, folks, in the game that will not end. Quick throw is complete on the far side. That's Cuthbertson, I believe, and that should do it.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be it.
Palmetto Prep falls today 47-16. Myrtle Beach 1-0 on the season. Palmetto Prep falls to 1-1. We'll be with you next Sunday. Brevard, their JV team, coming to town for another tough one for your Minutemen. All kickoffs at 2 p.m. Once again, your final score, Myrtle Beach 47, Palmetto Prep 16. Enjoy your week, everybody. We'll talk to you again.